If you're naturally born skinny, don't train like a bodybuilder. You'll lose your competitive edge. And what is your competitive edge? Your athleticism. Now, hear me out. Now, if you're naturally born skinny, right, and you work out, I've been working out for 2 years and I've been eating as much as possible. I eat more than my family combined. Like, if you have all their food, right, I eat all their food plus more. I eat hella food. I go out with friends, right? And they be like, "Oh my God, Jalen, you eat so much, bro. How are you so skinny?" Right? Now, so if you're an athletic, skinny person, well, forget the athletic part. If you're just skinny in general, right? And like no matter how much you eat, you just can't get big, right? And no matter how much you lift, like you're still strong, but you're just not too big as like these bodybuilders that like are roided up, right? Like not roided up, but you're just like me, right? You're pretty athletic, you're pretty strong, right? You've been lifting for a couple times, a couple years, and you just you're pretty healthy, right? Why train like a bodybuilder? Because our gift is really in our athleticism. These bodybuilders are gonna tell you, right? If you're not big, you're not healthy, bro. They're eating donuts and burgers every day, bro. Come on now. But back to what I was saying, right? If you're not naturally big, use your athletic prowess, right? These bodybuilders, they gas out in like 3 seconds. Have you ever seen them run before? They run like oh 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 oh. They don't even rotate their shoulders, right? They run like bulky. And if you can't even gain mass, there's no point of trying to be something you're not, right? There's no point of trying to be, big and bulky if you're not trying to compete. If you're trying to compete, that's a different story, right? Trying to compete in bodybuilding, go for it. Train like a bodybuilder. Like I'm not against it. But if you're trying to just live to be healthy, right? Live to be, smarter and more brighter and happier, right? You're just trying to live to be, more attractive, right? There's really no point of trying to train like a bodybuilder. There's really no point of, training like a bodybuilder. Now, what do I mean by train by bodybuilder? It just means like these machines and these like you're just using machines in general, right? If you're not trying to train like a bodybuilder, use free weights. And I know there's a lot of YouTubers that talk about using free weights, so you should definitely check them out. But these athletic builders, they are still pretty strong too, but they just don't use machines. They use like free weights. Like I stopped using machine like a year ago, and I just realized like, bro, I'm just so much more athletic. I have a 36-inch vertical now. My vertical increased by like 8 inches, and my life is just happier, right? I could do like a little Muay Thai, right? And if I train like a bodybuilder, if I listen to them and say, oh, you train like a bodybuilder, get as big as possible, I'm gonna be honest, I might not be able to, enjoy life as much because I won't be able to have fun with my friends, like beat them in a basketball game. I won't be able to, friendly fight them, right? Because I'll be gassed out. I'll be gassed out like in 3 seconds, right? These bodybuilders say, oh, if you're not too big, you're not attractive. Well, bro, have you ever seen those street interviews? You'll know, right? You've seen those street interviews, you will know. These bodybuilders are gonna convince you, like, oh, get to big. You have to get big, big, big. But if you get big, I trained like a bodybuilder for like a good 6 months. So I my progress like plateaued, right? I literally my vertical like stayed the same and it actually got lowered. It was a 24 and it got to a 22. Ouch, right? And like my body just felt stiff. I couldn't, play basketball, I couldn't, play tennis, I couldn't be active with my friends because my body would be like super stiff, super tired all the time, and I'll be gassed out quick. Man, just train like an healthy athlete. There's no need to use all these machines and try to please the bodybuilders community because these guys piss me off, bro. They actually piss me off because they be saying like I'm skinny, I'm like I need to, get bigger, but not everyone needs to get bigger. Like I'm naturally born, skinny. I eat a lot, right? And I just, my metabolism is just like really fast. But I guess I kept eating more. But at the end of the day, I don't want to get like, you know, like I'm not trying to bodybuild, so there's really no point. I'm just trying to be healthy. And these guys are really gonna be like, "Oh, you're too skinny, man. You're too skinny. You gotta get bigger." No, I don't, bro. These guys will have the most body dysmorphia, bro. These guys like they made me have body dysmorphia for like a good, whole time I was lifting until I figured out, bro, these guys are just telling me I'm skinny, bro. Like I'm actually quite healthy. Like I'm quite healthy, bro. My squat's like my squat increased like 40 pounds in the last month. My hip thrust increased like 60 pounds in the last month. Like I'm actually quite healthy. Like I work out, I play sports all the time, and these guys are gonna these guys that eat donuts and burgers are gonna say I'm not healthy, bro. Come on, bro. I'm pretty healthy, bro.